Achrioptera Manga facts you didn't know. Hidden deep within the lush rainforests of Madagascar lives one of the most extraordinary insects on Earth, the Achrioptera Manga, commonly known as the manga stick insect. This remarkable creature has captivated entomologists and nature enthusiasts alike with its incredible adaptations and mysterious lifestyle. Despite being one of Madagascar's most impressive endemic species, many fascinating facts about this giant stick insect remain largely unknown to the general public. The giant of the stick insect world. The Achrioptera manga holds the distinguished title of being one of the largest stick insects in the world. Adult females can reach lengths of up to 24 centimeters, 9.4 inches, from head to tail, making them truly impressive specimens. The males, while smaller at around 15 to 18 centimeters, possess their own unique characteristics that make them equally fascinating. What makes these measurements even more remarkable is that this doesn't include their extremely long antennae, which can add several more centimeters to their overall length. The species was first scientifically described in 1995, making it a relatively recent addition to our understanding of Madagascar's incredible biodiversity. The name manga comes from the Malagasy language, the native tongue of Madagascar, reflecting the deep connection between this species and its island home. Masters of disguise. Like all stick insects, the Achrioptera manga has evolved extraordinary camouflage abilities that allow it to blend seamlessly into its forest environment. Their body coloration ranges from various shades of brown to green, often with intricate patterns that mimic the bark, twigs, and leaves of their host plants. What's particularly fascinating is their ability to adjust their coloration slightly based on environmental conditions and the specific plants they're feeding on. The females are generally more robust and stick-like in appearance, with a thick, cylindrical body that perfectly mimics a substantial twig or small branch. Males, on the other hand, are more slender and often have a slightly different coloration pattern. Both sexes possess the characteristic swaying motion that stick insects use to mimic branches moving in the breeze, making them nearly impossible to detect when motionless among vegetation. Unique habitat requirements. The Achrioptera manga is endemic to Madagascar, meaning it exists nowhere else on Earth naturally. This remarkable insect inhabits the primary and secondary rainforests of eastern Madagascar, particularly in areas with dense canopy cover and high humidity. They show a strong preference for undisturbed forest environments, making them an excellent indicator species for forest health. These insects are primarily arboreal, spending most of their lives high in the forest canopy. They've adapted to life in the trees so well that they rarely, if ever, come down to the ground. Their strong, grasping legs allow them to navigate through branches with remarkable agility, and their lightweight body structure makes them perfectly suited for life among the leaves. The specific elevation range where Achrioptera manga thrives is between 400 and 1,200 meters above sea level, where the climate conditions provide the perfect balance of temperature and humidity they require for survival and reproduction. Fascinating feeding habits. Achrioptera manga are herbivorous insects with quite specific dietary preferences. They primarily feed on native Malagasy plants, showing a particular fondness for certain species of Rubiaceae and other endemic plant families. What's remarkable is their ability to detect and select the most nutritious parts of plants, often preferring young shoots and tender leaves over older, tougher foliage. Their feeding behavior is most active during nighttime hours, making them primarily nocturnal creatures. During the day, they remain motionless, using their exceptional camouflage to avoid detection by predators. This nocturnal lifestyle also helps them avoid the intense heat of the tropical sun and reduces water loss through their respiratory system. The way they eat is particularly interesting. They use their powerful mandibles to cut clean edges on leaves, often creating characteristic feeding patterns that experienced researchers can identify. A single adult female can consume several leaves per night during peak feeding periods. Reproduction and life cycle mysteries. The reproductive biology of Achrioptera manga contains several fascinating aspects that scientists are still studying. Like many stick insects, they practice parthenogenesis. Females can reproduce without mating, essentially cloning themselves. However, sexual reproduction also occurs, which helps maintain genetic diversity within populations. Females lay their eggs by simply dropping them from their perch in the canopy. These eggs are remarkably hardy and can survive the fall to the forest floor, where they remain for several months before hatching. The eggs themselves are works of art, small, round, and often bearing intricate surface patterns that help them blend into the leaf litter below. The development from egg to adult takes approximately 6 to 8 months, with the insects going through several molting stages. Each molt reveals a slightly larger version of the insect, gradually developing the full characteristics of the adult form. Young nymphs are often even more cryptically colored than adults, providing them with maximum protection during their most vulnerable growth phases. Conservation challenges. Unfortunately, the Achrioptera manga faces significant conservation challenges due to Madagascar's ongoing deforestation crisis. The destruction of primary rainforest habitat has dramatically reduced suitable living areas for these specialized insects. Their dependence on specific native plants in undisturbed forest conditions makes them particularly vulnerable to habitat loss. Climate change also poses an emerging threat, as shifting weather patterns could alter the delicate humidity and temperature conditions these insects require. The narrow elevation range they occupy makes them especially susceptible to temperature increases that could force them to higher altitudes with limited available habitat. Current conservation efforts focus on protecting remaining rainforest areas and establishing corridors between fragmented forest patches. Several protected areas in eastern Madagascar now serve as crucial refuges for Achrioptera manga and countless other endemic species. Scientific significance and research. The study of Achrioptera manga has provided valuable insights into island evolution and adaptive radiation. As part of Madagascar's unique fauna, these insects demonstrate how species evolve in isolation to fill specific ecological niches. Their remarkable size and specialized adaptations make them excellent subjects for understanding the limits of insect evolution. Recent genetic studies have revealed interesting relationships between Achrioptera manga and other stick insect species across the Indian Ocean region, providing clues about how these islands were colonized millions of years ago. This research contributes to our broader understanding of biogeography and species distribution patterns. The future of the manga stick insect. The Achrioptera manga represents both the incredible diversity of Madagascar's ecosystems and the urgent need for conservation action. These remarkable insects have survived for millions of years, adapting to their unique island environment in extraordinary ways. However, their future depends entirely on our ability to protect the rainforest habitats they call home. Continued research and conservation efforts offer hope for this species' survival. By studying and protecting the Achrioptera manga, we not only preserve one of nature's most remarkable insects, but also help maintain the complex web of relationships that make Madagascar's forests so incredibly special. Every fact we learn about these amazing creatures brings us closer to understanding and appreciating the intricate beauty of our natural world. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.